Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Webinar Wednesday on the 17th of October 2018. So today what we're going to be looking at is a new function of QuikPlan, which is the Staff Availability Planner. The idea behind the Staff Availability Planner is just to basically give you a good overview in a graphical format of all of the gaps in the carer's shifts and to see where you can allocate work to them. So to begin with, first of all, we need to navigate to our planner window at the top of the screen. So along the top, we'll see tasks, templates, and staff members. So if we select our staff members, and then down here you have the template planner window. So to begin with, the very first thing we need to do is select a week of the template that we wish to work on, select a day of the template that we want to work on, and then down towards the bottom, we need to select a carer who we'd like to allocate some work to. As soon as you've made your selection of week, day, and carer, it's then just a case of clicking the refresh button at the top of the screen. So, at the top here, we have Thomas Brill, our selected carer, and then down the side, we have all of the visits which we can possibly allocate this information, these calls to. At the very beginning, you'll have the start of the day, and at the end of the availability of this carer's working day, you will also have an end shift as well. So to begin with, what we need to do is we need to select the start of the day, and then select a call that we'd like to allocate to Tom. If you're happy, click OK, then the screen will refresh. So now that we've allocated John Smith's call to Thomas, we can then allocate the call for Lucy Fellows, which is down below. So once again, we click on the last call, John Smith, followed by the call that we'd like to allocate. At the top, it will also give you an idea of the travelling and driving times between the calls. So next, we're going to allocate a call for Tom Baker in between the visit for Lucy Fellows. And there we have it. We have now allocated a full block of shifts on a Wednesday to Thomas. One of the things that the system does take into account when it brings up the calls which are available for the staff member to do is it takes into consideration the match rating or the personality rating between staff and client, the skills necessary to care for the client, as well as the gender preference specified by the client. So should you click onto a visit to allocate to Thomas and you can't see any information, it will be a case of Thomas isn't suitable to go and provide care for this client. As soon as you are happy with the selection, you can then move on to allocating calls for a different day, a different week, or perhaps for a different staff member. Along the top of the screen, we also have the ability to adjust your chosen staff member's current working week directly from this screen to save you from travelling to staff, down to staff extras, and then back to the template planner again. From here as well, you can also refresh the information on screen, as well as bringing up an information window that will allow you to adjust the times, nudge calls up and down, change services, as well as changing the alarm times as well. And then the small cog at the top right of the window, this just brings up all of the options for your search criteria. So if we were to move on to the next day, say Friday, we can now see all of the calls once again which Thomas can be allocated to. So once again, we simply select the start of the day or the preceding call, and then select the visits that you wish to allocate to Tom. So these are obviously visits that he is actually skilled enough to go and do, as well as the different criteria that's been met for skills and gender preference. From here as well, you can also see a complete list of all of the calls that Tom has been allocated to, as well as different settings for automatic adjustment of alarm times and checking of travelling time, as well as them assigning these calls completely. This feature is currently only unavailable for templates, but it is something that we'll all be rolling out for your live visits as well in the next few weeks. Another interesting note here as well is if you go to assign a call to, say, Henry here, or Nicholas, the system will automatically check to ensure that the travelling time isn't going to overlap with that visit. So, as we can see here, no calls have actually popped up for Nicholas because unfortunately Nicholas isn't skilled enough to go and do these calls, or perhaps has a gender block or even a preference block in place with the remaining clients. So once again, assigning of calls to a staff member is nice and easy to do. All we do is pick the staff member, the week and the day, as well as the refresh button, select the preceding call, and then select the visit that you wish to assign to this carer. And there we have it. Obviously, it's a very brief overview. This will be rolled out across the rest of the system over the coming weeks, but should you have any questions at all, then please feel free to contact us on 01905 42 43 45, or even send us an email at support@QuikPlan.co.uk. Many thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.